Alright, just left the town behind. I have no money, I have no water, I have no food. And I'm just hoping for people's kindness to help me out. But I have one thing that I can trade with, and I'm gonna show you in a little while what I can trade for food, water, or money. It's not like I'm gonna need money, I'm not gonna pass any stores, so I'm hoping for food and water. But I'll show you in just 1 second though.
The coming 24 hours would be a wild mix of me pushing my personal, mental boundaries to be able to make myself harass the people that I met along the trail. In my hunt for a shelter for the night, I would discover places and caves that I've never seen before.
Here comes the rat.
Would I find a way to food without having to bend my moral codes to get something in my belly for the night? Or would my music and my cute and weathered happy-go-lucky badger face be the thing that brings me my meal? Amongst all these conversations and new people, me pushing myself to be able to push myself upon other people, I somehow came out on the other side an even more feathered raven than I was the day before.
Basically, this is a knockoff from Tenor in the Pocket, except I have no tenor in the pocket, I have no food to start with, and I have no water to start with either. But I'm gonna show you what I'm bringing along. My secret weapon though, that I was talking about before, the thing I'm gonna exchange for food and water hopefully, so it doesn't really feel like me just asking people for food and water without being able to give something back, is this little guitarlele. It's like a guitar in the size of the ukulele, but it has 6 strings and it works like a guitar with the da capo on the 5th fret, so it works a bit different. This E-shaped chord, for example, is an A, or is supposed to be an A. We'll have to tune up this guitar a wee bit before it's usable. I also brought with me my most hobo, whoop, that's a lighter, my most hobo-like harmonica. I bought it second-hand, kind of disgusting, these kind of instruments maybe, but it was a long time ago, so now it's mostly my genes in there. I have a sleeping pad. It's quite cold still, it's 5 degrees, it's early spring. It's probably not gonna rain a lot during the day today, but tonight it's gonna be raining all night and it's gonna be a bit cold, like down to the freezing point almost. So I have a simple, good isolation for my body not to freeze, basically. Well, I need to mention this as well. This sort of necklace goes with the harmonica, so I can play guitar and harmonica at the same time. Rain jacket, rain pants, camera gear, obviously. 2 bottles of water. Oh, I have a little water. No, 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 no. This is a no water challenge. Speaking of that, there's not a lot of food to be foraged in the forest in early spring. Like, there's some plants, but it's not gonna fill your belly very well. This though is like the first proper food that I find, I think. A banana peel might be good. Seen people eat the peel. I have this water bottle and I have cheat code number 1, which is a water filter. It's like a last case scenario, like if I really don't have any water, I don't want to thirst in that way, so I'm gonna use it if I really need to. Also have like a wool blanket if it's like a little too wet for the sleeping bag. The wool blanket can save me, like being a shell outside of the sleeping bag. Some clothing like socks, underlay pants. Yeah, it's about it. Like, this is also part of the cheat code. The cheat code with the water filter, because I could always boil my water with this kettle, but I want to bring a kettle, well, to be able to use cheat code number 3, which is of course coffee. I want to have coffee, it's nice to have coffee. I'm not gonna get the full belly from coffee, so it's not gonna ruin the challenge in any way. But I want to be able to boil coffee with this, and also if I get like a potato or some pasta or whatever, I can always cook it up in this. So, sort of like the hobo way, but thought I might as well just bring this if I have this. And then the last thing is just my grill. I can make a fire without ruining the ground beneath, really. So it's just a thing I brought for nature's sake, basically. Like besides that, I have a first aid kit, like small basic first aid kit. I have some toilet paper, and I got my sleeping bag. This is all really. I can sleep if I find a dry spot, but that's also one thing I want to mention. I'm not gonna sleep in one of those constructed shelters sort of thing that you can find along the hiking trail, because it feels too easy. So if I'm not gonna sleep in some person's house, if I'm not let inside somewhere, or if I don't find a shed that is not like a hiking shed, I'm gonna sleep underneath a rock in the forest, basically. And really hope for the best, because it's gonna be raining all night. So yeah, this is it. Cheat code number 1, number 2, coffee, and then hopefully cheat code number 3, I suppose, or 4, the guitar and the harmonica, which makes me able to exchange music for something to eat tonight. Otherwise I'll just have to forage banana peels, because I'm walking along a trail, and there's gonna be some people along the trail. They're gonna have some food. They're gonna eat their bananas, I suppose, or maybe leave some bananas for me. We'll see. So I'll pack up this stuff, and I'll probably try to leave the guitar out, because I want to be able to play music whenever I see somebody. And there's not a lot of people on the trail, so I have to take my chance when I get it. But yeah, I'm gonna pack it up and then get going. But I need to say as well, like, this is a test run. I want to try out the tenor in a pocket concept, and I also want to say thank you, GeoWizard, for giving us all these crazy adventures, because I think they're so inspiring to see what you're doing and what you get up to. So I'm gonna try to do the tenor in the pocket, except this is sort of a try run to see how people respond with the music. Is that something that is like helping me at all to get some food and connection with people? So it's a bit different than GeoWizard's version, I suppose, but definitely yoinked from GeoWizard and totally inspired from his thing called Tenor in a Pocket. So I'll pack up and then we'll get going. Slug already made its way here. Can I compete with the slugs? No, I'm not really that hungry yet. Throwing banana peels in the forest is a nasty habit. These little fellows right here, like, these are about it that I can forage. Don't know what its name is in English. It's not clover, it's something else. It's like sour in taste. Like, this is about it. Some roots and stuff I might find as well, but yeah. Might as well eat them when I find them, right? These are the sort of shelters I was speaking about before. There's quite a few of them along the road or along the trail, and it feels too easy to sleep in them, basically. Somebody left their stuff in this shelter. If I play a bit of music to their bag, would it give me some food, you think? Should leave that stuff alone. Cute. There's bags here too. No people though. Sort of half hangout, half sleeping shelter. But the wind is going straight into the shelter from the lake. Beautiful spot though. Beautiful spot. Down here is the people with the dogs. Maybe I can ask them for a bit of more food. I give them one more chance to give them one more chance for music until I walk away from them. Hello. My offer is still standing. Last chance of exchange for music in exchange for food, if you want to. Oh really? You want? Then I'm gonna play you a song. A beer? Okay, well, it's calories, because I don't have any food at all. So thank you so much. You're not. Do you still have a beer? Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you from all my heart. Then, do you want some music too? Are you sure? Okay. Then it feels like I'm just begging and harassing you. Okay. Yeah, I'm filming too. It's a video, but I'm filming myself if you don't want to be in the video, so you can relax. Thank you so much, though. It's gonna fill my belly like it's like a bread. So it's good. Okay. Also, you want to like complete the whole thing? You're one of few people then, I think, because not a lot of people have done the whole thing. Nice to meet you. Thank you so much. Like, this could save my evening. If I don't have anything else besides the green stuff I found on the ground. Thank you so much. Have a good hike. I hope you get all the trails soon enough. Sooner or later, yeah. It doesn't really matter. It's the experience of everything. Yeah. Have a good one. Take care. Wow, so nice. Got me a beer, these nice people. Oh, they didn't even want the music though. I think people want the quietness of nature. They don't really want to be bothered with me crowing away like a raven harping with the little guitar. But just speaking to people usually is the thing. It's the recipe, I suppose. This could be a savior for tonight. Not because I want to get drunk, but just because it's some calories to put in my belly, just for a better feeling before going to bed. So I'm gonna save this for tonight. Like, this is dinner so far. Hell yeah, Danish people. Jensen, funny. I'm sorry, I don't remember, but Jensen something. You're too kind. Thank you so much. Hell yeah. Okay, no problem. I'll just film myself.
Yes.
What is your name?
Marcelo.
Marcelo, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I am Ombo. Do you hike a lot?
Not that much. I try to do it once in a while at least.
Have you been in Sweden before?
Yes.
You have? Many times?
4 maybe?
Okay, and you live in?
Denmark.
In Denmark, okay. Nice. Okay, Marcelo. I'm gonna cook up something for you. I'm gonna try to improvise something like especially for you.
Yes.
And you have friends coming too?
Yes.
They're your friends?
No.
No, okay. Yeah, maybe they want to get in on the action. We'll see. I'm a vegetarian, so I hope you have something vegetarian-wise to share with me. Or just water is fine too, because I have none. I'll gladly sing for water too.
Because the food I have is not vegetarian.
Okay. Hey. But it can always get quieter.
Yes.
Not right now though. Right now it's not gonna get quiet. Marcelo from... How do you say that name?
Marcelo?
From
Brazil.
From Brazil, not
Yeah.
not from Denmark.
Oh no.
From Vällöse.
Yes.
Where in Brazil?
City that no one knows.
Okay.
In the middle.
Okay, nice. Brazil.
Yeah.
Okay, then we should really do like...
Yes.
Walking in the forest, so nice and quiet, Marcelo. Well, was that sort of a Brazilian vibe to you?
Yes, in the beginning.
At the beginning, okay. I'm not used to play. I'm more used to sort of the blues thing.
Yes. For sure you deserve the water.
Hell yeah, Marcelo, thank you.
But do you have a bottle or something?
I have a I have a bottle. Yeah, I emptied it before I came, but
Yes.
so that's sort of the. This is easy filled.
Ah yes, that's a good one.
I have a filter, but I want to play music.
Ah,
so
okay, okay.
this is perfect.
So I'm not gonna be thirsty in the next 1 kilometer.
No, there's a lake here, and you can
okay.
gather from there. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, there's water everywhere in this place.
Yes.
Ooh, my first water. Marcelo water, and these lovely people coming here gave me a beer as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have a YouTube channel or?
Yeah, I'm starting one.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not gonna be out for a while, but it's getting
nice.
it. You can keep an eye for it.
Yes.
It's gonna be something with Ombo, which is my name. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yes.
What a nice meeting.
Is it okay if we take a picture?
Yeah, for sure. Of me or
Taking
together?
videos
No,
together,
no.
yes.
It's fine.
Just as, have a good hike.
You too, man.
Thank you for the music.
Thank you. Oh, Marcelo. Hell yeah. Marcelo from Brazil. The two nice dates that just passed me again. Water and beer. Just like a few hours in, but it's like 2 o'clock. I started late and it gets dark by 7. So in like 5 hours I need a place to have found a place to stay and sleep. But at least now have some water. Have some water and food on a can. And sort of good to go. Yeah, I can relax a little bit, which is nice. Hell yeah. Cheers, Ricardo. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, of course I cannot drink the first clunk in it. The first sip. Clunk. Swingers thing to say. I'm gonna try that again. What the? Here's Ricardo. Thank you so much, man. I need to find somewhere to sleep tonight, so I'm keeping my eyes peeled for like large rocks that I could crawl in under. As I said, it's gonna rain the whole night probably. It's raining a little bit right now. Just gonna check out that rock, even though it's a bit early on the trek. I'm gonna check it out. Would actually be perfect for sleeping in under. Flat ground, like good length of what's dry it looks like. Because it's been raining all day, I can kind of see where it's gonna be dry tonight too. Yeah, this rock is a really good sleeping rock, but it's only like 2:30. So I have like 5 hours of sunlight more. And also it would be nice to get some more dinner than just a beer, actually. So yeah, it's a good sleeping spot, but there's more opportunities to be had along the way, I feel like. Like two people rejected my music, one person wanted it. I'm looking for more people who want my music. So I'm gonna have a little bit of water here and then move on. But a mental note that this one exists here. Yoink. Yoink. Potential place to sleep tonight. I have to check it out at least. It's very windy here, and usually It's nicer to sleep underneath a rock than like in some old burnt up half wrecked thing. I'd have to check it out at least. Yeah. Not so cozy. Much rather prefer underneath a rock. No way. It's a cave and a half. Actually built up cave with a fireplace. What the hell? Oh! How can I go further than this? This is like perfect. If it's gonna be heavy rain, I cannot find a much better place than this than to just chill out. I'm flabbergasted by this cave. What do I do? This is such a nice find. 3:30. So I have like 3 hours left of light. This could be the spot actually. Okay, so I decided to walk on for a bit from that cave. There's some shelters down here. Maybe I can talk with people there, ask them if they want me to sing for them. There's a guy with headphones, he's avoiding me on purpose, I'm not gonna bother him. He's taking a way through the forest just to avoid me. Look, here I can sleep. Perfect home for tonight. I just have to squeeze myself in real tight. Oh, the flies really like this place. Okay. Get the shelter coming up. Anybody here? Here comes the rats. Here comes the rats. Yoink.
Ombo, are you stealing that loaf of bread?
No, I'm not stealing. I'm innocent. I'm totally innocent.
Oh yeah, really?
Because hello. Can I stop you for a second?
Yeah.
I'm doing this thing where I have no water or food, but I'm exchanging that for music.
Okay.
So if you have some food that you want to give away or water, I'm giving you music if you want.
We don't have anything with us. We're in the shelter.
Oh, you're at the shelter?
Down there.
Okay.
We have actually some leftover bread.
Oh, really?
Welcome to Havet. We're going this way now, and we're coming back again.
Will you be back soon? I can take a break. I'm doing everything for anything.
Yeah, we take a break down by the.
I don't want to stress you either. Like,
No.
or is it like easy available so I don't
Yeah,
go through your
we have
stuff? I don't want to go through your stuff.
No. We have some round poken bread.
Okay.
If you're welcome to.
Is it like one of those open shelters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an open.
And you pass it on the trail?
Yeah, you'll pass it.
Okay.
You'll pass it.
Perfect.
So yeah.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Yeah, of course, but yeah.
Do you want music? Not everybody wants music.
Yeah, I think so. Kind of music?
I have a little guitarlele on my back and I have a harmonica in my pocket. I like to play blues and all kind of music, like what the Beatles called Paul McCartney's songs, like granny songs. Another one of Paul Granny songs.
I think Paul used to get them all with his, you know.
I have hobbies like I like making paths through woods.
You know, it's one of those maybe. You just want to hike maybe. I understand if you don't want to say no.
It's just like figuring out like.
No, it's very nice with just bread. Nice to meet you. Thank you so much for the bread. It's gonna make one big part of my dinner tonight, I think. Yeah.
A nice walk.
You too. Take care. Bye. Such cuties. Well, yeah. Those two were kind people. They told me, obviously, they said I could have these. Pretty sure it's their stuff. Looks like it. It's exactly what they described. It's a lot of bread. Like, this is a good dinner right here. So kind of them. I feel satisfied with this bread and the beer and the water I got from Ricardo. I'm gonna head back to that cave because that cave was golden. cannot leave such a cave behind on a day like this, because I'm pretty sure it's gonna rain today, and want to have a good night's sleep. Why not? If I'm not gonna have the most proper dinner, might as well have a dry night, right? So gonna head back. Maybe somebody comes by the cave as well, like it's on a trail. I'm there with the fire and the guitar and harmonica. Who knows? We'll see. Oof. So this cave is like a regular used cave. You can see like eggshells on the ground, like people actually sleep here, and I understand why people sleep here, because the interior of this cave is very roomy. Like I could spend time here with 5, 6, 7 friends if we wanted to squeeze together. So in comparison to the cave I slept in last week, which was very tight, like I had to pull myself deeper into the cave to be able to turn around while sleeping, for example. This is kind of refreshing, even though it's windy here and it's not like one of those secret caves. It's a big roomy cave for a night that is probably gonna rain all through. So hell yeah, I'm gonna start collecting firewood, get myself at home in this cave, then feast on my bread and my beer and my Ricardo distilled water, and I'm gonna have a really good evening in this cave with a good fire. And if anybody walks by, like there's a trail right here, and if anybody walks by, I'm gonna play music for them and see if they have any food to give me, perhaps. But I'm kinda tired. I started late. There's like maybe 2 hours more of hiking before I should really settle in for tonight, if I want to not do that in the dark. But I'm gonna take this opportunity, and I'm just gonna spend the extra time collecting a lot of firewood to have like a huge fire for tonight, to just celebrate the cave life. Hell yeah, there's like even a little alcove that blocks the wind in here as well. Like it's really nice, luxurious cave. Like right in here it's not really flat, but it's fine. It's gonna work well. Feet in the wind doesn't really matter that much. There's a bit of water coming in there, coming from in here somewhere. Looks like it's a little wet from running water here, so maybe not lie right here. Firewood before the rain starts coming down. I think there's a few more hours before the rain's really gonna start coming down, but firewood and then just relaxing. Not like the fire is gonna keep me warm. It's gonna be plenty. Can save some for coffee for tomorrow. Maybe like grilled bread or something, I don't know. Gathered some more extra firewood, because it's always too little firewood, and this is probably too little too, but I'm just gonna go with this. I'll have to collect in the dark if I want more. ember, maybe boil some coffee from the lake water. Coffee! It's a really good day. I need to get some blocker for the coffee grind to get into the mug. A really good blocker. Just take a top from a pine and stick it in there. It's boiling violently, but I want to let it boil for a while because it's lake water. La, 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 la. Wow, Ricardo just came by again, my water boy. Let's see if I can catch him climbing up these rocks. There he goes.
Lavagelli, o menino de ouro do Brasil. Marcelo também com Jasguido, como Ricardinho, ele sempre estará em nossos corações. Porque ele para a Dinamarca? Porque ele foi para a Dinamarca. Marcelo.
Yeah, so he's been exploring the whole place here. Now he wants to find something else, going around on a motorbike. That's nice. My little cave. Hey, hey. Still quite hot. This coffee is not gonna be... No, it's not hot. I'm just imagining. Cold is hot, hot is cold. I am free, love is bold. Coffee going all over the place, but mostly in my mug. Yes. And we still have plenty for the breakfast tomorrow. I'm gonna save some of the bread for breakfast for sure. Like, I'm not gonna eat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces of bread for dinner. Speaking of dinner, like, shit started. There is a stick. Let's utilize that stick. Something like this, something like that. Get roasting. Not a bread. That's good. Perfect. Improvising is often the best, like just grabbing whatever you can see and using that. Playing for food and water. Playing for food and water. Playing for food and water. I've got a fire. You can sit there by me. Oh, playing for food and water. Playing for food and water. I'm playing for food and water. If you got any spare for me, come and sit with the fire here with me. Oh, it's a cold evening. You can warm your bones. You can just relax. You don't have to be afraid just to walk right past. I'm no scary cave dweller. I'm just a man who wants to exchange some music for food and water. I just want to play a song for you. If you got an egg for me too, that would be great, or even a piece of cheese. Oh, I love, 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 love cheese. People over there, but they're afraid of the crazy crave person with a guitar and a voice smooth as something that rhymes with guitar. People actually turned around. They were too weirded out to pass this cave. I think it's inviting. I got coffee, I got music. People are so easily weirded out. Well, to be fair, I think it was kind of like children, but they probably had grown-ups right there with them. Maybe the grown-ups were like, no, let's just go around. Walk past that cave dweller. Cave coffee. Kind of amazing. I'm still kind of not really realizing what kind of a cave I found here. It's kind of crazy. Just to be able to hang out, not squeeze yourself in there just to keep dry. Well, the rain is not here yet, but I think it's gonna come. Why does the coffee taste like Chinese food? I don't know, but it's nice, because I like Chinese food. Now I got bread on a can in the beer, and Chinese food on a can too. Szechuan coffee. Oof, that's hot. Oof, that coffee sure is hot. I gotta be careful and take it easy if I don't wanna burn my sweet little tongue and my lips too. I'm sitting here in a cave. Don't mind company. Said I don't mind company, but I'm also good all by myself. All by myself. All by myself. bread and coffee, fire, and a really good cave. Yeah. Much more than I expected. Only 3 interactions with people really, but that was enough for me to have dinner and breakfast. But I'm definitely saving the beer for when it's dark and I can sit by the fire with the beer. Much better than banana peel. Ooh! How could I not notice the ducks? They were really close. If I give you a piece of bread, I feel like you're gonna harass me the whole evening, like... Yeah, I hear you, you're hungry. It's spring, like there's nothing to eat, I know. Eat some green, dude. I don't want you to harass me really if I give you some bread. Yeah, I hear you, man. Ducklings on the way. Yeah, I know. It's an ordeal. And you got like a monogamy going as well. So you need a lot of food. And not a monogamy, polygamy, blah 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 blah. I know what birds are like. And it seems like they've been doing it before and that it's been working. So, and it's obviously gonna keep on working. But if I hadn't got this bread from another person and I didn't want like to... Well, I always want to give back to the universe, but now I want to give back to the universe a little bit extra because I got all these stuff like the beer and the bread and the water from people just being kind to me. So kind of feel like I need to do this for the ducks. Like if you're gonna put all that energy on chasing him away every time, like he had time to eat like 3 crumbs of bread before he started that chase for like 10 meters until he's satisfied. I understand that he's hungry if that's like his process all day long. Ducks in heat, need to eat. Duckies in heat, you can't control them. When they're swimming away, why they always gotta swim away? Yeah, if I wasn't a vegetarian, I could eat well tonight. Like first kill the male, that is the more dominant. The other male would come to the female, because he has access. I could kill him too, and then kill the female, and I have three ducks all of a sudden. Oh, you're a sneaky little ducky. Come on, eat some bread while you have time, or run, because it's fast! Run! Don't go to the cave though. No, don't. They're out and about here now. Crazy ducky. That was kind of crazy. Come on. Balancing a bread on a piece of stick. Balancing a bread on a piece of stick. No! It fell into the coals. Balancing a bread on a piece of a stick. I'm not good with the fast technical stuff. I've been playing guitar for like 20 years. I'm not that technically advanced. All I got to work with is my soul. I'm playing regular chords. Got no advanced technique to use, but I'm alright.
night's enough for me to have some fun. Don't take much to have fun. You don't need much to have fun. Just a little piece of bread and a good coffee and a piece of mind. It's not that bad, it's a little bit burned. Well, it's kind of crispy though, but it's at least soft on the other side, so like it's like eating a crab with a shell on, which is some people like. It was nice. Now I made 2 pieces of bread in 2 different ways. Like this doesn't really taste like the last piece of bread. So that's what you have to do. And after this one I'm gonna do bread porridge in my kettle. I'm gonna just put some bread in water and mix it up real good and add some spices that I find. Make bread porridge.
And with that porridge I'm gonna get all the water out of there and make fries out of them, which I'm gonna fry not on oil but on resin from the tree.
So you have to be creative when you cook with just one piece of food. Ooh, oh, that was hot. After 2 pieces of bread, kind of satisfied actually. Can say that out loud now that the ducks are not here. Because if they heard me say I'm satisfied after 2 pieces, they would be at me again. Would make the sun shine. Well, that brought it to a boil at least. Gonna let it go for a little while. Yeah, always think that you gather a lot of firewood. It's not even really close. Yeah, it's closing into dark, but used like almost half my pile now. Maybe should get some more. What I'd also like to do is just gather up a bunch of leaves, preferably dry leaves, and fill up the spot in the cave where I want to sleep, because this sleeping mattress is doing the job, but it's not thick, and would be nice to have like a soft floor to work from when I'm putting out that mattress. My shawl is gonna get a little wet from this, but me sitting by the fire for a couple of more hours is gonna dry it out quickly.
I think this spot right here is probably the best sleeping spot. Laying with your feet down here. It's a bit of a slope, but with the leaves maybe I can also even it out. This is the sleeping spot. Let's get the leaves out. Start to build this bedding. Okay, one more. Yeah, this might be enough. It's like with the firewood. You think you have enough, but when it comes to bedding, usually you need a lot more than you think. So I'm gonna grab a few more. I think I'm satisfied with this for now. It's way better than just sleeping on the harder dirt floor. The water has been boiling for way more than 5 minutes, so gonna let it cool off. Put it in the water bottle, which is not the water from Ricardo but the empty one. So I'll have some extra drinking water. It's nice for the night. I'm gonna put it somewhere where I'm not gonna kick it. This is the last wood I'm gonna gather for tonight, but I found these 3 really long, kind of thick pieces. Yeah, what that amounted to was like a grab full of sticks. But this wood is thicker, and some of it is a bit harder, so it's gonna do me well to make a nice big fire for the evening. People are gonna be awake on the other side of the lake over there in the camp for a while, I suppose, but it's also just cozy to have some voices. Like, I like to be alone, and I just like the silence too. That's what I prefer, but as it changes, also just nice to hear people's voices and laughter. Laughter is always nice to hear. This wood is hard. It's dry and it's hard. But maybe this just helps just enough to break it here with the kick. I've been playing music to them free all night as well. Well, at least the 2 of them who gave me the bread, I suppose. They paid for their music tonight. And I gladly give my music to all the other people too. Let's see if I can kick this stick now. Yeah! That helped just enough to give the stick a breaking point. Gonna put these 2 thick ones on right now to give the fire a good base to keep going all night. Or Freudian slip, I'm gonna stay up all night. I don't want to stay up all night, but apparently that's a possibility now. Tastes good. Doesn't really taste anything. Yeah, what I didn't mention before is I also have snus, which is something that I'm used to, and also a cheat code, I suppose, in a way, but also just normal for me. So if I'm not gonna have like snus cravings and think about that all the time, and I want the adventure to be about like talking to people and focusing on that, I'm just gonna bring it, you know. It's not gonna be part of the challenge. Bread and water, usually what you say to threat somebody, but it's really nice with bread and water. Like drinking lake water that is boiled. People at first think it's a bit nasty maybe, but this water is way much better than the water that we get in the tap. That's been traveling around all the angles in eternity, losing all its memories. This water remembers the duck fight that was there just a couple of hours ago. Is it time for a beer maybe? Not to shame the lake water, but maybe it's beer time actually. It's getting dark. I think it's beer time. Thank you so much, Jens, and I'm sorry I don't remember your name. Like, I get nervous in the situation and it's difficult to listen, and while you're getting ready to say something like my own name. Thank you, Jens, and your lovely partner. I don't drink a lot of beer, usually. I like it, but usually don't. This one though. Skål! Cold and nice. I was kind of nervous before. My friend Philip, he dropped me off. I was talking to him in the car, saying I was nervous about this. I wasn't really sure how it was gonna work out. He was saying to relax, telling me to relax, and I knew I was just relax and do my thing, and it's gonna work out. But it's always a bit nerve-wracking. Like even sleeping in the cave the other week, I was nervous about that too. But it's like this nice kind of nervousness before going on to stage. Kind of nervousness. Whoop. Like not the kind of nervousness. Spilling all your water. It's kind of stable here. Stage nervousness is nice nervousness. Nervousness. Bread and beer in my fiery cave. What? Wow. How cozy is this? I didn't think it was gonna be this cozy. I thought I was gonna have to squeeze in underneath a random rock. Like the rock I found before was really good, but it wasn't a hangout rock, it was just a sleeping underneath rock. So it was good I kept on walking. It's the things with adventures too, like you never know. And there's charms with it too. Thank you so much, GeoWizard, for inspiring me in this journey. Spoke with him once, like over text. You were super nice, just answered thoroughly and long answers. Like wrote stuff even without me asking questions about it. So yeah. Thank you for inspiring this adventure. Over my head. Oh yeah. This is gonna be perfect. Make myself a taco. It's not a biggie. Overall expectations. Good night. See you in the morning coffee. And the morning fire too. That is so cozy that I can make a fire in the morning. So easily. Hell yeah, good night. Oh, yeah. The rain hours are past now. Oh, the sun is coming out. And so should I. Oh. I'm gonna see if I can get some little more sleep. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's still warm actually. Still have coals. Hell yeah, even though it was raining. Let's go. Get the sticks on there. I really want some morning coffee now. And a piece of bread. So good. Okay, starting to wake up in the body. It was a really good sleep in here. I'm gonna come back to this cave for sure. Yeah, this coffee tastes like Szechuan too. I'm not sure what I'm doing, but it's nice. Yeah, here comes the rain again. Ay, ay, ay. I think it will just be short, I hope. So I don't have to hike in the rain. Yeah, I'm gonna wait this out for a little bit. Clouds are starting to scatter and I'm getting ready to move. Had some bread, had some coffee. Yeah, and my bones are itching for movement. Oh yeah, okay. Didn't really walk half the distance yesterday because I found this cave who came in really clutch. And I have like 25k and I'm kind of motivated just to plow through those 25k kind of quickly. So motivated by a cooked meal. It's nice to have bread in my stomach, like I don't eat a lot of breakfast anyways. So coffee and a piece of bread satisfy me for now, but from the hiking yesterday and then after the 25k today, I'm gonna be hungry. But otherwise the mission is kind of a success, I feel like, because like out of all the interactions yesterday, most of the interactions led to me like getting water, getting a beer or getting bread. And it's gonna be different too when I'm doing this for many days in a row, because I'm gonna pass stores, I'm gonna be able to stand outside of a store and like play for a bit of cash and buy whatever I want, so I don't really have to like eat just dry bread. So it's gonna be a different thing really. It's gonna have different challenges for sure. I'm gonna do the proper start with a bottle of water, a little bit of food for just the day, and tenner in my pocket. But this was a good test for sure. People responded in a majority really positively, even though they didn't want to have music in 2 of the 3 cases. They didn't want me to play music. Yeah, and I was kind of expecting that could be the case, because people come to the forest to have peace and quiet and then just to hike, so they don't always want to stand and wait for me to tune up and then harp on the guitar. So yeah, I'm gonna plow home now. Thank you so much, cave. Clutch little cave. Opa. My Danish friend is awake, brushing his teeth. Hello! Did you have a good sleep? Yeah? I'm good. It was perfect with the cave.
Yeah, where did you sleep? In the cave?
In the cave, yeah.
Ah, nice.
You didn't come back that way, right?
No. We're just going all the way.
Yeah.
And, roundabout.
Yeah, I was thinking you were trying to make a circle,
Yeah.
because you didn't, yeah.
Did you find the bread?
I hope so.
Yeah, good.
You don't have the bread, right?
No, we don't think so.
No?
So it's good.
Okay, good. Because I was kind of worried because it was just in the open.
Yeah.
And I was thinking like, maybe this is not the right bread.
No, but it was the right place, yeah. But I was just a little unsure if it was in a car.
Yeah, okay.
But good you found it.
But I was also thinking like, if it is not the right bread,
Yeah.
that person will get your bread instead. So
Yeah.
it
doesn't matter. We have some more left. I guess.
Oh yeah, okay, no, I'm good though. I had
Okay.
breakfast.
Sure.
bread breakfast after bread dinner.
The good nutritious bread.
Yeah, but I have coffee to wash it
A
down.
little intimidating, like for you, I would guess so as well.
I have to like go past the threshold within myself for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad.
No?
No, it's okay.
It was a good test.
I'm good at harassing people usually.
No. You feel like you're...
Me and Andreas had a really nice long conversation about everything between hiking and our similar taste in music. Him with his toothbrush in his mouth and me with my eager to talk to people because I hadn't done that for a couple of hours. And eventually we came to an agreement that I should play music to them because I didn't do that the day before. So now I could finally serenade my savior Danish friends. And even new people came along to watch the show.
You're from Germany?
You're from Deutschland?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Fun.
I'm from here and there.
Here and there?
Yeah.
All around.
Georgie on the piano, making up some new tunes. Luna right beside her, raving about a new moon. Free fan, free fall, trying to be a beat man. Madness at them all. Hanging out the teleclam, fresh and Frank edition, get into yeah, no, the back and draw hands. Snakes mix, real class. Journey, get it past. Dooley's feet, Papa's box, peeps you meet. Lock that box, peppered in a candy shop.
Was it subterranean homesick?
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah. Trying to learn the lyrics to that song
It's a hassle, yeah.
it's so tough because
Yeah.
it's just,
I think my lyrics are a little bit easier, even though it's also a hassle. But
I was impressed.
Bob Dylan's phrasing is strange
You managed
sometimes.
to make some lyrics to that song, like so many words.
Open their heart, open their eyes, open their ears, open their mind, open their brain to me. Improvisational. But anymore I'm gonna take those tomatoes, so play like a 4-second bass line from a song without getting a strike on the video. So they're like in a...
We then proceeded to talk about the music industry and everything that might surround that sort of a circus for another good 15 minutes before finally saying goodbye.
Hell yeah. I have confidence now. You guys helped me get confidence. Have a safe drive home as well. Take care. I got to play music to them. 2 out of 3 wanted music. Chugga, 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 chugga. Chugging on. Chugging on. First hour of hiking of the day is always so nice. Doesn't really matter what weather it is, it just feels so good in the body. But when then the sun is looking through the clouds and the birds are singing, it's even more enjoyable. Had a little pain in my heel, but it's gone now. Had to warm up my feet. Usually that's the case when it's a bit cold outside for me. Still feel the pain a bit, but it's getting better. I just have to be mindful of every step and take it easy. Then it's all good. Chuck it. I forgot to bring a toothbrush, so chewing resin from pine is a really good alternative actually. Cleans out your teeth. All the bread. Hello. I have a question for you. I'm playing music. I have my guitarlele, I have my harmonica, and I'm looking for somebody to change like a piece of cheese or butter for a piece of music.
That's sweet.
You scared me.
Yeah. We don't have much.
No, then it's difficult, and the children need to. They don't.
To feed today.
They don't live on music.
No.
Only us grown-ups do.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, no. It's all good. I have bread at least, so.
Okay, that's good.
It's all good. Have a good one.
You too.
Need cheese. But I have a lot of kids to feed. There were like 6 of them. I have the 2 Danish people with the dog in front of me that gave me the beer yesterday. Hey! Hey! Yeah. Very assertive hellos. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, no, the dog. I don't mean. You have an egg for me? No, really? Yes. Oh wow. No. The beer from yesterday was. I was so grateful for that.
You didn't have eggs yesterday.
I did. I had bread and beer.
Yeah, okay. So you did.
Some calories. Yeah. But I'm motivated to come back home and eat a cooked dinner today. So. Oh, that's very kind of you, really. Oh. Carrots too? Oh, yeah. No, just dough is very thick. Oh, thank you. Oh, you made a little baggie. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
How far are you hiking today? They had been thinking of me. How cute are they? I have like 14k left to my house or something like that. So almost half for today. Been chugging. Took like 3 hours, but I've been also doing a lot of filming. Oh yes, egg and carrots. Well, they really came in clutch because I am getting fatigued. Like the hunger bit was okay because I had something to stuff my belly with, but yeah, walking like 11-12k now, starting to feel fatigued, and I have like 12-13k left home, so this really came in clutch. I was just gonna have a piece of bread, but piece of bread with egg and carrots, like I can do 12k more easily with that. It's amazing what like 24 hours of little eating can do to you. Carrots is transformed into the most amazing thing. Oh wow, this egg sandwich and carrots really helped me feel like a new person again. We got a big frog on the road. I'm gonna show you guys, but then I'm gonna try to help it to the side, otherwise cars might squish it here. Yeah, come on, come on. It's camera shy, that's good. Come on. But don't go on the road again. There's so many cool walls in this area, but of all the walls, this one is my favorite for sure, because it belongs to my lovely little house. Yeah, I'm back home. And those last 8Ks, they really felt in my legs. Like the carrot and the egg and the bread, they did what they should, but I'm out of them now. Need more carrots and eggs. And really looking forward to doing this like in a larger scale, many more days. Putting a bigger distance on the adventure. So yeah, see you in the next one. Cheers.